Fala galera, aqui é o Rafael Procópio. Hoje a gente vai conversar com um dos principais riff makers aí do heavy metal. Para quem viveu em outro planeta aí pelos últimos 40 e poucos anos, eu estou falando do Wolf Hoffmann, membro fundador do Accept, único membro remanescente na banda depois de tanto tempo, com a saída do Peter há uns anos atrás aí. E basicamente a ideia aqui é conversar um pouco com ele, ter uma ideia geral do, do que vai acontecer nesse próximo álbum, o 17º álbum que eles vão lançar agora pela Napalm no final de abril, e eventualmente conseguir aí indicações do que a gente pode esperar nessa próxima turnê do Accept, que vai passar aí em maio pelo Brasil. Certamente a gente vai estar lá cobrindo, vamos tentar ao máximo aí cobrir os shows de São Paulo, eventualmente Santo André. A gente vai deixar no final do vídeo aqui também o cartaz, né, com os cartazes, na verdade, com todas as informações da turnê, e deixar também esse espaço aqui para agradecer principalmente a Dionísio e a assessoria, e a Dark Dimensions, que vem privilegiando o trabalho do heavyidea nos últimos anos aí, e concederam a gente essa oportunidade de conversar com o Wolf Hoffmann. É isso aí, gente. Vamos lá. Sem muita firula, vamos conversar direto com o cara, que é o que importa. Falou, até logo mais. So, nice to meet you, Wolf. Probably everyone that is here with us already know you and Accept as well, or else they're living in another planet. So we don't have much time. I'll start with my questions and you can answer for as long as you want. First of all, Accept is going to release its 17th full album by the end of this month, April. This will be the first time you are releasing an album and record under Napalm Records, which you are part of since 2022, if I'm not mistaken. What are the band's expectations for this new partnership and for the new record?
Well, we're very excited to be partnering up with Napalm. They seem to be a very dedicated company that is very familiar and very enthusiastic about heavy metal. I mean, we liked our previous album, the previous label, Nuclear Blast, but unfortunately they were sold to a large corporation, so things really changed dramatically in that company. And now Napalm came right at the right time and made us a good offer, and we are very excited to be working with them. And so far the collaboration has been fantastic. I mean, we're very proud of the new album Humanoid. It's been super well received by all the journalists so far, and I'm super happy that it finally comes out on April 26th, so that all the fans worldwide can finally enjoy it. And so when we come to Brazil in a few weeks, we're going to be already playing some brand new songs for the first time ever anywhere. So
yeah, nice. I would ask you this as well. Well, as for me, I sense that somehow the guitar tones get heavier and heavier each time Accept releases a new album. Have you changed your playing style through the years? Does it have something to do with the fact that there is a third guitar player right now in the band? Is this only an impression, or what influenced this new guitar approach of the band?
To be totally honest, our style, our way of recording really hasn't changed that much over the years. I'm the one who writes most of the songs, and therefore I record most of the rhythm guitars myself, and I have done that since 1982. Every Accept album, I usually play most of the rhythm tracks, and that's only because it makes the most sense when you're working in this way, because the rhythm guitars are pretty much the groundwork for everything, and then the drums come on top of that, and everybody adds their personal note. And when the other guitar players join, it's mostly for solos and overdubs and things, because that's the way.
Yeah,
It shows more of a personality. And guitar wise or sound wise, I haven't really changed anything, to be honest. If I have to give credit to, if you think the guitars sound heavier, I have to thank Andy Sneap, because he gets the good sound together. He's the one. He's the master
Yeah,
for good sound. You know.
he sure does know what he's doing. He's
Yeah, he sure
right.
does, and you know, he's a guitar player himself, so he knows what we're going for and how the guitars should sound and how they should sit in the mix. So I trust him 100%. I just play it and he mixes. You know.
Nice, nice to know. So going forward, the band has a long-lasting relation with Latin America, as you
Hmm.
said earlier, and you are disembarking for a new tour next month in May, going for to several cities in Brazil and also in other Latin American countries. We were there last year covering the first edition of the Summer Breeze Brazil,
Hmm.
and for us, Accept made one of the best shows of the festival so far.
Oh, thank you.
What attract you when playing to the Latin American fans? And do you sense there is any differences in any way between the concerts you do in Europe, in the US, for example, and the ones you do down here in South America?
Yeah, there is differences. I mean, we've been in Brazil, or I personally have been in Brazil so many times that I know what to expect, and that the Brazilian audience is one of the craziest and most passionate in the world, and that is really true. I can see it because I mean, we play in Japan, we play in North America, we play in Europe, with basically all over the world. And there's nothing quite that compares to the Brazilian audiences or the Latin American audiences in general. And that's, I think, has something to do with the, yeah, how passionate and enthusiastic they are in general. It's the lifestyle. It's in their blood. They can't help it. And to us, that's that's the ideal audience, because we don't have to really, you know, even before we go on stage, the audience is sometimes excited, and they're just the fact that we're there. And then once we start playing and we kick into those riffs that everybody recognizes, it's a dream come true for a performer, because it's yeah. Sometimes we play in countries where you have to warm up the audience a little bit. You know, at first they you know, they stand there and they need to be impressed, or they need to be warmed up first, and then during the show they
You
loosen
have to
up.
prove yourself before the concert really starts.
Yeah, you have to prove yourself, and it's, you know, you have to warm them up a little bit. You have to win them over. But in Brazil, it just starts on a whole nother level immediately, and that's so beautiful. We love that.
Nice. It's good to, as a Brazilian fan, to hear this from the artists as well, because I mean the relationship we have with foreign and national artists are some kind different, and to receive this recognition is really important. And
Yeah.
for can we expect some surprises in the set list? Of course, you're going to play some of the new tracks of Humanoid, but else, what can we expect for these tours? Because you're going to play in smaller places, not in a festival this time,
Hmm.
in closed houses.
Hmm.
So, what can we expect?
You can expect an amazing set list, because we're going to play longer than we were able to do at the festivals. And you can expect a couple of deep cuts. You can also expect some new songs from the new album, of course. And you can also expect an amazing addition to Accept, or a temporary fill in, because we're going to bring Joel Hoekstra from Whitesnake with us as a third guitar player on this tour. And
Nice.
this is a world premiere for us. Not only are we going to play as a world premiere the brand new songs, we're also going to play for the very first time with Joel on this run, because Phil is not available for this summer. And so Joel was kind enough to learn the songs and to really, you know, go on this tour with us. And that's going to be a very unique thing that you'll maybe only get to see this one time. So better not miss it.
Yeah, of course not. Amazing. Uh, Probably is a little bit too early to talk about that, but you have been part of the band since the beginning under the Accept moniker in 1976. The band is achieving the 50th anniversary mark in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Are there any special plans to celebrate this landmark? Can we expect special concerts, ex-member appearances, or something else?
Well, originally I've always said, nah, I'm not really interested in anniversaries because, you know, there could be an anniversary every year. You know, it's been 40 years this year. It's Metal Heart, Balls to the Wall came out, or Metal Heart is next year. Something is always next, you know. But I think I have to make an exception for the 50th anniversary just because, I don't know, it feels very special. And only because so many people have asked me lately about it. So I might have to.
It's a huge landmark. It's a
Huh?
huge landmark.
Yeah, well, it's right. It's half a century, so I think we need to do something
Yeah.
special there. Yeah, I need to start thinking about that because so far I haven't even thought about it. But I think now that everybody's asking for it, we definitely have to do something. So
The
maybe we have,
fans need it, Wolf.
yeah.
And for our last question, except for you, all the other members are relative new additions to the band lineup. I mean, relatively new. Mark, for
Relative. I mean, Mark, if you call Mark
instance,
15
yes,
years,
it's in the
relative.
band for 15 years, but most of them are in the band for less than 10 years, for instance, four of the members. Especially considering the fact that UDO and Dirk Schneider has three Accept X members. What do you think the current lineup of Accept, the band we're here talking about, brings to the band sound in order to keep it captivating old and new fans of heavy metal or in German heavy metal?
Well, I think what we did was when Mark joined the band, we started a whole new chapter, in a whole new era. It's almost like a whole new timeline or whatever. It's almost Accept 2.0 that we're doing at this point, you know, because I mean, it's been such a consistent and long string of great, successful albums that we're almost at this point where we could say we only play new songs because it's really getting to the point where the new songs, the new last 15 years,
Yeah,
are so successful and so well received that they're starting to overshadow the old stuff. I mean, I think to a degree we will never completely disregard the old songs, but we could maybe think about doing special shows where we're only playing new material just to pay tribute to the fact that we basically achieved the unachievable. We have more success with a new singer than we ever did. So that's amazing.
yeah, that's nice. It's good to hear live Balls to the Walls, Fast as a Shark, London Leather Boys, but also to hear Stalingrad or things from Blind Rage as
Yeah,
well.
there's so many great songs we have out on these last few albums. We could easily, you know, easily do a full headline set with brand new songs. We might just do that one day, just as a special treat for the fans, and just to have something special that you'll never get to see again. So we'll see. But things are going so well, I don't even think about anything else right now.
Yeah, for sure. Our time is running up. I would like to thank you again for your time and come here talk to us. We'll be waiting for you in the next month, and I give you some space to give our final words to your Brazilian fans and the people that follow us online and also at the concerts as well.
Hey, Brazil, Wolf Hoffmann here from Accept. Let me just say that I'm so honored to be coming back to Brazil, and I'm so honored to have you guys follow us for so many years. It really means the world to us. I mean, you guys have been super loyal, and every time we come and play a show, it's an amazing experience. So I'm really looking forward to coming back with some brand new songs in only a few weeks, and hopefully I get to see all of you there. All right.
Nice. Thank you very much.